All right. All right. I want to warmly welcome everybody to the first day of this amazing 3-day Smart Income Challenge that's actually meant for smart professionals and individuals who want to enjoy total financial and time freedom. They are not in for just managing and surviving and packaging and hoping one day things will get better. They really want to take responsibility, and they want to do this in a smart way so that they don't have to further sacrifice all their time, their quality family time, just because they want to actually earn a living. And this actually makes a whole lot of people to actually live to work rather than actually taking responsibility and actually enjoying a great life. You want to make sure you are actually enjoying life while you build on, because we are not going to live forever. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome every one of us to this amazing 3 days of incredible smart income challenge that is going to move you from where you are to become a smart income taker. You will know what to do to start doing that, and you actually can progress on that as well. So give yourself a very big round of applause. And I want to specially welcome you to day one. Yes, I know. I mean, life is so busy. People are busy up and down, different parts of the world, different parts of the country. So if you are getting this on replay too, you get this, you just want to get the information, implement, and actually this is actually day one and introductory, and we're going to take a more deep dive tomorrow. So again, welcome to, I have my branded shades here. Welcome to the Smart Income Challenge. My name is Majid Wuraola, and I'm the creator of the Smart Income System. And you might want to ask me this simple question, because for everything we do, there must be a reason. Why do you think of creating a smart income system? Where is this actually coming from? Well, my story goes back to the family I actually come from. I come from a family of 6, and I actually happen to be the last one in this family. And my wonderful, amazing parents are faithful, they are great believers, they are wonderful people, they are hardworking. They're actually highly educated as well. In fact, they studied abroad. But being the last one of the family, I observed that they were working so hard, and I could see that. Of course, they've been working before I was born, but I could see they're actually working so hard, and I could see that. But I could also at the same time see that as hard as they are working with their qualification abroad and everything, things were not easy. They couldn't do a lot of simple things they really wanted to do. How much more doing something big? Because we are 6, and you can imagine 6 kids from a civil servant family, even though they're highly placed, but the income that comes in might be good, but was not enough to take care of all this responsibility. So being the last born, I felt the effect more. I remember my brothers would come home from school, and they would cry back to school sometimes when they are going back, and I want to ask them, Bros, why are you crying? And they will tell me, don't worry, when it's your turn, you're going to understand exactly what is going on. And that began to give me concern. Like, I mean, they are not lazy, highly educated when education was not popular. But some of their pictures I see, probably I'll see if I can bring some of you for this 3 days end. I see them as the only black in the midst of white. So you can see how the quality of education they had even then in UK. I started asking myself, are they lazy? No, they are not lazy. They are hardworking. But then what they do is actually not just giving them back. The reciprocation is not happening. It's like you are putting in a whole lot of effort into something, and you are getting little result back. It's like you are pedaling a bicycle like mad, climbing somewhere, traveling to a place, and it's just dripping and giving you some small thing. And I noticed at that point in time that there must surely be a better way. I know it can't just be like this. So at that young age, I was still in secondary school. I started thinking there must be a better way. There must be a better way. There must be a better way. I started having a little bit of shift of mind away from what they did, which is working for somebody. which is what most people know, working hard, trading time for money. At that young age, I started dissociating myself from because it wasn't giving us what we want. But what was I going to do? I really do not know. And that was what sparked this curiosity in the beginning. And I kept searching. And at the end of the day, when I was done with school, when I was done with my university education, I got the big chance that led me into the world that I'm in today. And it actually given me incredible achievements with quality time, freedom, and doing what I want to do the way I want to do it. Of course, there's still a lot more to achieve, but I mean, you can talk about income that like only 3% of people or 5% of people in the country actually makes. I still don't have time, but I have time with mine, and that is super amazing. So this is what informed me creating this particular system. That instead of people, I mean categories now, my parents has worked hard, they retire, and retire old, sick, broke. And there are a lot of other young people that are also entering in the same direction today. There are a lot of young professionals. There are a lot of professionals that are working so hard, working their butt off, for me to use that, working so hard, but they're actually going through the same journey that I've seen my parents gone through. So I just want to be of help. This has helped me, and I want to further help myself and other people to be able to have a source of income, a smart way of income, which you can make as much as you want to make without having to further sacrifice your time, your freedom, sell your freedom, or sell your soul. What do I mean by sell your soul? A whole lot of times you have to do what is against your conscience. Because now you think that's the only way, there's no other way. That's why you do what you do. So these are my reasons, so that I also can disabuse the mind of our youth from thinking you have to be internet fraud, you have to sleep around, you have to do betting, gambling mentality, you have rituals, all those things. I want to disabuse that mind to let them know you can actually make it wealthy without doing any of those nonsense. You can get wealthy in the creative way that will allow to enhance other people's life rather than breaking people's life down. The mission, again, is actually to disabuse the mind of people thinking I must be in politics. You see what's happening all over the country today. I must be in politics and I must do whatever it takes, just my own interest above the nation, about people's interest, even though I'm telling them something else. And when I get there, I can be made. I want to let people know through the smart income system, you will see you can actually make far more than that with peace of mind without losing your soul in the process. These are just the drive, and these are things I stand for. I stand for people that are faithful believers that want to follow the golden rule and do what they need to do, right, without violating the right of other people. And I stand against not doing that. Like for my people, for people I'm going to serve, I stand against that. I stand against having to cheat somebody, having to abuse the right of somebody else before you make something. I stand against that firmly. And anybody that knows me with that. So this is exactly the movement, the smart income movement, so that we can have abundance, we can have a life, we can be very close to God, we can have good morals, we can have good behavior and all the good things of life, and we can pass that on to the coming generation and actually make a whole lot more things happen. So that is actually my drive. I've taken a little bit of time talking about it because you need to understand why am I doing this. So back to the 3-day smart income challenge. Why this challenge is to be an eye-opener, to know the possibility that whatever you do as a professional or as a smart individual, you actually can make smart income. You can make as much as you want to make, not overnight, but at the pace at which you want it, without actually violating the right of others or having to sell your soul or sell your freedom in the process. So like I said, basically day one is day of introduction, and we'll be looking at some few things that are very, very important that we'll be talking about today. So if it's okay with you, can you quickly unmute yourself and introduce yourself, your name, and what is the highest priority? Because I know there are two things here. It could be the two, but there are two things here. One is financial. Oh, my priority, my name is this, and my priority here, and from this day, my priority here is financial freedom. Or my priority here is time freedom. So you can please unmute yourself unmute yourself and speak where you're from, Nigeria, which part of Nigeria, if you're out of the country too, from other parts of the world as well. Outside Nigeria,
Good evening, sir.
Let's go.
My name is Alase Olawale. My goal is to secure a future, have a sustainable, let me say, to have a total freedom on financial aspects. To plan for my future, that is all.
Okay, fantastic. Where are you from, please? Where are you joining us
from? I'm from Nigeria, Ilorin, precisely. I'm from
Nigeria, Ilorin, Kwara State, precisely. Thank you so much. Welcome, Mr. Alashe Lukwa. You're most welcome. Mr. Lazar, can we hear from you? Lazar, who is next? Let me see. Adegoke, are you there?
From.
Okay, let's go on. Go ahead.
Halima. My name is Halima. I'm from Kwara State, Nigeria.
Okay.
I want total financial freedom.
Total financial freedom. Amazing. From Nigeria. Very good. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, Adegoke, go ahead.
All right, so my name is Adegoke Abdurrahman. So I'm from Nigerian, Kwara State, Ilorin, precisely.
What is your highest priority?
So I want to achieve financial freedom and
financial freedom. Okay, that's the goal. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today, joining us. Lazar. All right, let's go ahead. If he's there, probably he can hear. So welcome. So if you check thoroughly, you're going to see what we want is freedom. Am I right? Whether you're from Nigeria, from Ivory Coast, from different parts of the life.
I think it's network.
All right, just to share this quickly.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Mr. Lazar, let's hear from you. Where are you connecting from?
Yeah.
What's your goal?
Yeah. My name is Lazar. I'm calling from Abidjan.
Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, my goal is to help more people to get their health.
Okay, your goal, your service is you want to help more people to get their health. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's of course there must be something to do to get what you want. But what do you want? What's your highest priority? Is it financial freedom or time freedom? Which one is your highest priority?
Yeah, it's financial freedom because everybody is looking for money.
Okay. Financial freedom. So you can see that we want financial freedom. But let me ask this general question before I go on. Who here wants financial freedom and you don't really care about your time freedom? You don't care whether you can spend time with your family. You don't care whether you can do what you want to do at when you want to do. You don't care if you have a life again. You just want to have money. Hello, who here does not care for time freedom at all? You make all the money, you don't want freedom. You just want to be everywhere. You can't do what you want to do.
One time freedom.
Yeah, I think the best of the combination is uncommon freedom when you have abundance of finances and you still have time to live your life. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly the goal that we have here. So I want to especially welcome everybody, and also for those that get this on replay, you want to drop where you connected from, your hashtag replay, and then you tell us what exactly is your main goal. Is it financial? Is it time? Sometimes in transition, you say, okay, financial because I need money now. Now, when you're making that money, you say, well, it's good to make money, but now I also want to have the time freedom. You want to have the two together from the beginning. That's totally fine. So you're most welcome once again. So we're going to go with, we've actually done the welcome, we've actually done the quick introduction. And one of the things we are going to look at is, before I go into some quick information, because today's meant to be that short, we're going to look at mindset. Very important, limiting beliefs. We are created by God, and there's absolutely nothing we cannot achieve. Who agrees with that? God has created us to be able to achieve anything we want to achieve in life. Who agrees on that? How many of us agree on that?
I agree.
Yeah, we are capable. God has created us to be capable to achieve anything we want to achieve in life. Just anything. But then I'm going to talk a little bit about it because, number one, limiting beliefs are beliefs we have that is limiting us from getting what we want. We call this the handbrake effect on the mindset. If you've driven a car before, you see a car being driven before, if you pull your handbrake and keep it up tight, and you are driving that car, are you going to move? Are you going to move? Will you be able to move when your handbrake is on, and then you are trying to move the car forward?
No.
No, you can be burning the fuel, you can be rolling the tire, you can be doing everything, but that car is just not going to move. And then anybody seeing from my side, and you yourself, you're going to know that I'm putting in so much effort, I'm doing a lot, but I'm actually not moving. Yes, a lot of things are happening, but one of the most important things is you need to check that handbrake. That handbrake in this case is the limiting belief. And once you can actually identify your limiting belief and overcome it and change it, substitute it, because if you do not identify this, if you don't identify a problem, you can't solve it. So it's important to identify this problem, identify it, get it solved, replace it, and you begin to see a lot of things happen for you for good. So that's the number one thing, limiting belief. What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back? What are those stories you are telling yourself that is keeping you the same? Stories, maybe stories from the past or what has happened before, stories of opinion of people in your life, like you can't do this, you can't be this, you can't be that. Or the one you are telling yourself silently when you do your self-talk, because we talk to ourselves, you are telling yourself and saying, I just self-sabotaging what is possible for you as well. You need to check on this and look at. So the basic thing here you're going to look at is your limiting belief, internal one, the one you created from inside yourself, that is the one inside that's controlling you, or is it outside? So I want you to write down, one of the tasks for today is to actually write down 3 limiting beliefs from the inside and 3 from the outside. Limiting belief, you want to be very sincere with yourself now, write it down. A, this, I don't think I can do it. 2, this is it. 3, this is it. Okay, the external one, because of something happened this time, that's why this. Because somebody said something this time, that is why this. Write it, so write those one, internal, external, limiting belief. On the other side, you want to put there empowering belief. What is the empowering belief you are going to replace that with? What is that thing against this one that will serve you on the other side? You want to put that there, and then you see a big sign of relief that you can actually help yourself out of being stuck on those things. Because without that handbrake being removed, it doesn't matter what you try. It doesn't matter even sometimes you get up and say, push this car for me. It's still not going to move, isn't it? So that is the first assignment. Please, I hope you note this down and get this done and submit on the group. Post it on the group. That's on the challenge group on Facebook. That's what I'm showing you. Post it there. Post it there. Best of the best is the best way to approach things, because one of the things I'm also going to talk about is the limiting belief can avoid a lot of action, but one of the things to begin to break it is to take instant action, whether you feel like it or not. So as we're talking about this, as we finish shortly, you want to get this done and post it on the group. You have done it. Now you have broken that thing. And by the time you get into this habit, a lot of amazing things will happen for you in anything that you do. That is it. So once that is done and broken, then we'll be looking at mindset, but we'll be doing a lot more of that tomorrow. That's what we're going to start tomorrow. We're going to start with mindset and let us know where does those things happen and why are we stuck, getting ourselves stuck. Very, very important. And next, we're going to look today, as part of the introduction, we're going to look at income. Let me ask us one question. Is money important or not? Hello?
Very important, sir.
Very important. Okay, maybe I'm not asking the right question. Is that actually an alternative to money? Like, well, I'm a good person, I'm religious, so if I don't have money, I don't have, and it's fine.
It's not alternative. It's not one priority, sir.
It's not alternative, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
No alternative is must, and that's. Do you know why this is so strong? I actually feel I wish I can get, but it's okay. Maybe I'll get it later. He said, I saw this quote, and he said, lack of money is the root of all evil. How many of us agree with that?
Agree, sir.
Lack of money is the root of all evil. Because when you lack something, let's say, for instance, I don't have food. And I don't have food, it's been a period of time. It's been a period of time. And I'm so hungry. What is the tendency that I have? I'm a good person, don't get me wrong, but if this thing goes on like that, what are the tendencies that I have? Tell me, speak to me. What are the tendencies I have? Do I have the tendency of keeping the right thing to get that food, or at the point I really don't care how I get the food? I just want to eat. Which one?
Sorry, I don't get the question, right, sir.
Yeah, I said if I've been hungry, very hungry for a period of time, and I'm hungry, I'm a good person, I'm sincere and everything. But if it's become so long enough, at that point, what is the tendency? Do you have the tendency to want to get food by all means or not?
To get it by all means is the next thing, sir.
Now, I'm now like greedy and everything. You understand what I mean? So lack of money. And you might also be saying, well, okay, those politicians have a lot of money and that. Check them. They don't have before. The mentality is still there. If you have been so hungry, even when you see food, you won't eat normal. You understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
If you are not very careful, even after you have eaten enough, you are still, if you're not very careful, you have become at a deep level, you can begin to pack food that other people can eat, even though you have food somewhere, because your mindset is scarcity. That's the message. Scarcity mentality makes you feel like it will finish. You're not thinking in abundance. I hope you get that. Is a very big one there. So money is compulsory, income is very important. Money is very compulsory, and the way we make money is talking about income, isn't it? And this income, we can talk about some sources of income, isn't it? Nobody just wake up and make money from the air. You must have what you do, and you must have your source of income. So it means our source of income can determine how much you can make or not. Am I right or wrong?
You are right, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where we get this income from determine what I do. For instance, let's say I'm a laborer. I work so hard, I break the firewood and do everything. Am I working hard or not?
You are, sir.
You are working hard.
Can I make a lot of money because I'm working hard?
No.
Based on what I'm doing,
sir.
there's a limit to how much money I actually can make. Is that not it? So that is why we are going to actually look at the sources of income. We are going to take a quick look at the sources of income. So when we look at the sources of income, we should be able to understand, we go, okay. They're also going to look at an information around the sources of income. Then after that, we're going to look at why will it be important for you and I to start thinking of smart income systems. Why will it be important? There are reasons around that, and that is going to lead us to the end of our section, first day today. All right, so quickly, let me just let me just get to show us something real quickly. And we're going to look at income sources that exist. We're going to look at sources of income that exist. And we're going to get clarity so that we should know where we are or where is the best position. We can position ourselves correctly. That's the right word. We can position ourselves correctly for abundance. And that is why, firstly, we're going to have a look at this. We're going to have a look at this video that talks about how can you make a lot of money. Listen very well. Is it by taking what does not belong to you? Is it by being greedy? Is it by internet fraud? No, there are principles you have to follow. Once you understand that and you apply yourself to the task, then you can set yourself free. Listen to this information quickly.
How do you make money? By solving a problem for people. Now listen closely, this is very important. If you want to make money, let's say one money, you need to solve a problem for one person. Got it? Good. You solve a problem for one person, they give you their money, you got one money. Now, how do you make some money? Well, you need to solve that same problem for some people. So now you solve the problem for some people, and some people get it. Now you have some money. Great. Here's a great question. How do you make a lot of money? Simple. Multiplication. It's simple arithmetic. If you want to make a lot of money, you need to solve that one problem for a lot of people. One problem that you solve, you do it for a lot of people. And that's your essence there. You focus on, people say, I want to make a lot of money. So they put all their energy and focus on money. Bad move, because money is a result. Say that with me, please. Money is a result. Wealth is a result. Do you understand? And so if it's a result of what? A result of helping people solve their problem. You want one money, you solve that problem for one person. Some money, some people. A lot of money, a lot of people. This is where we start teaching a lot about how to set up your business or your situation in order to be able to help a lot of people, especially at the same time. And in order to do that, you need to be able to remove yourself from that part of the equation, because otherwise you'll become the limiting factor, won't you? And you won't be able to help a lot of people. All right, so we can get into that in another section, but that's what you need to understand right now. You want to earn a lot of money? Simple. Take your energy off of earning a lot of money and put your energy on helping a lot of people solve a problem. Your result will be a lot of money.
Amazing. Firstly, this is not taught in school in the first way, but then quickly, let me go through this. Let's look at the 4 sources of income where you can make income from whatever you do in life. And this is not taught in school. 1, you actually can be an employed person. This is what my parents did. They were hardworking. They were putting 100% of their effort, but it's a factor of 1 because they are the only one there. There's something we call leverage, which all what people have, they don't have it. They trade time for money. On the downside, they become self-employed as well. They were working hard, still trading time for money. They start over from 0 every single day. They still don't have leverage. Once you don't have leverage, it doesn't matter what grammar you speak. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter. You will only be surviving. It's a principle. It's a part of principle we're going to discuss more. That's the law of wealth. Without leverage, financial abundance is not possible. Now, these are 2 parts of the sources. The other 2 sources is when you can become a business owner. Business owner allows collaboration. Now you're putting in 1% of your effort, let's say 3% of your effort, and multiply by the number of people you're actually serving and dealing with. Now you have a system, and then you have leverage. And that's why what will not happen on this side for 35 years can happen here within 2 to 5 years. So this is hustling, hardworking, this is smart work on this side gradually. Now with this, you can do so much. And when you make so much money, you can actually invest into your future. You can invest into your future. But to be an investor, you need to make that money. So these are the sources of income that exist. People on this side can make so much money without limit. While people on this side, there's a limit to what they can make, no matter how hard they work and no matter how many years they are putting in. This is hard work. This is smart work. And that is what is going to lead us to where we are going to look at the income sources, where and actually have a quick information on each one. What does it do? What is the limitation? I'm a professional and this, what does it do? Why is it that sometimes when you do some of this, you don't make enough? Why is it that when you do some of this, you don't have time? Why is it that when you stop working, a lot of things changes? Why is it that there's no way to make it through some of these sources? Why? Because the principle is against you. So all these are things we are going to be touching on day 2, which is tomorrow, and that's going to be by 8:30 prompt. So you want to make sure you set the reminder and get this on. So first assignment, the first task is limiting belief, internal and external. And what is the empowering belief you're going to transform that to? Do that. You can do it in a paper, screenshot it or and send it to the group. Best is the fastest action taker. The speed of implementation determines the speed of how your life is going to change. It doesn't matter how wonderful what we do here. If you don't take action on it, nothing will happen. Take action and change that story. That's the first assignment. The second assignment for day 1 is write down, where do you belong? Where is your income source? I'm an employed person. Oh, that is my own. Oh, me, I'm an self-employed person. That's my own. I'm a business owner. If you are going to be a business owner, you need to have at least 500 people that are working with you. So if you qualify for that, write business owner. Oh, you're an investor. You have made so much money, and your money is just simply working for you now, making you tons of money, huge amount. I'm not talking about. You understand what I mean? Write where you belong. If it's E, write E. If it's S, write S. That's income source. If it is, what's it called? Business owner, put it. If it's investor, put it. And you can also do this, which is very good. Where are you now? You can write it. Where do you think if you are, by any knowledge you have, where do you think if you are will make things better for you in terms of income? Maybe you're employed and you feel if you are self-employed, it's better for you. Or if you are self-employed, you think if you are a business owner, it's better for you. Or you think you're a business, wherever, that's the second assignment. Those are just the 2 basic assignments for day 1. And the idea is to take us on this journey, to the journey of the smart income and see what is achievable for us. So also, I'm going to end today's section by giving us a rundown of what is going to be eventually. And these things are the things that are actually going to guide us and we need to do on the smart. When we talk about smart income, it's not magical. We have to deal with things. One, from the first video, we're going to get that video again tomorrow. We need people. We need to have people to solve problem for. We call that audience. We can call that a community. We can call that your perfect client. Then, 2, there must be a problem, a pressing problem you are solving. Business, smart income, the income we come from business is about solving problem for people. What problem are you solving? Then number 3 is you want to have, in terms of smart income, you want to have online advantage. You want to have, of course, the third one is you're going to get rewarded, but when you have the online advantage added to the means of you being rewarded, then there's no limit to what can actually achieve. And that is smart, and that is where our phones come in, our system comes in, a whole lot of things come in to actually achieve more things with less. And that is very, very, very important. So the first assignment, limiting belief, internal, external, and your empowering belief. The second assignment, where do you belong to? Where's your income source right now? This side, this side, this side. Put it there. Then the third one I'm going to add, and the final one is, what problem are you willing to solve? What problem are you willing to solve? Okay, because when we talk about problems to solve, they are basically we have just mentioned now. Health is one side, finance is another side, relationship is another side. These are the three major ones. Every other thing kind of fall under. If you talk about real estate, it's under finance. If you talk about real estate, it's under finance. If you talk about businesses, it's under finance. If you talk about fitness, it's under health. If you talk about fitness, it's under health. If you talk about hospital under health, you know, it's just like that. That is just the way it is. That is just the way it is. So you want to categorize where's your niche? We call that niche. Where's your niche? What problem, what area are you solving problem for? Is it from health angle? Is it from finance? Is it from relationship? You know, those are the basic three. Of course, under these three, there are other breakdowns as well, but just pick a major one. Pick a major one where you solve. And with that one, you also can say, okay, who am I solving this problem for? You know, can I begin to talk a little bit about your audience? Do what you can do on your audience. Your audience is this age, or they are these people, or whatever they are. Write little things about them. Anything that you can write, at least 3 things about them. 3 things about them. And then the third one, we talk about online advantage. The third one is, where do you spend your time on the internet? Is it on YouTube? Is it on Facebook? Is it on Twitter? Is it on Instagram? Where do you spend your time? Write that down. Where you spend your time, that's you. So you write you and you put where you spend your time. And you also now put your audience you want to serve. Where do you think they are spending their time? Where are the 2-3 places they are spending their time majorly? So those are the assignments we have today. The 3 assignments, and these are simple assignments, but you just have to do it. And trust me, every little bit of what we do is actually connecting to each other. It's actually connecting to each other. It's actually connecting to each other, which is going to take us from where we are to a place where we can actually create a smart income system for ourselves that will allow us to be able to enjoy time freedom, in addition to the great financial reward we're going to have for impacting life in various ways. So those are the assignments. So I want to thank you so much for being part of the one. And of course, I understand people schedule, a lot of things happen. So people are there at work and things and that, and some are driving, traveling, and whatever. But this is going to be on the Facebook group for some period of time, after which it will be taken down. Let's say like it's going to still be there for like 24 hours. So if you are getting this, if you are getting the replay, fantastic. Get this information, do your own assignment, put it there, and ask that put replay there. And where you're joining us from, like we did introduction ourselves, where you're joining us from, where are we going to submit? You're going to submit the assignments on the Facebook group. On the Facebook group, the 3-day challenge, the group you belong to, you're going to submit it there. You can do it there neatly, screenshot, and then send it down. Or write it out, snap it, and send it there. The most important thing is just make sure you do it. Just want to make sure you get it done. You understand what I mean? So that is the thing that we have to do. So tomorrow, we'll be connecting by 8:30, by special grace of God, and then we'll be going further to see how do we move from where we are to begin on that nice transition to identifying what's the smart income, why is the smart income important. We're going to look at that, and what can we do just the way we are to begin to go in that direction and help ourselves tremendously. So once again, I want to say a very big thank you for joining me tonight, and it's been an amazing time spent with you, and I wish you all the best. So if you get this on replay, put replay, do your assignment, introduce yourself, your name, where you're joining us from, Nigeria or outside Nigeria, what's your top priority? Is it financial freedom or time freedom? Put it there so that we can actually interact more together we can go in that direction of achieving this goal. So now, at the end of the day, we want to be able to head in the direction of being able to do that and never have to rely on government or somebody's promise to get things done. Or again, never have to begin to think the way we are not supposed to think to make money. And that's why one of the priorities here, you'll be hearing a lot about this. You hear this, I don't know if this is any English like that. This is called a legitimate income source, like a legitimate, it's legitimate and it's ethical. Legitimate and it's ethical at the same time and it's godly. That is what we want to follow by, because if we can get everything we want to get in life in the right way, why follow the way God doesn't want to do it? Why follow a way that violates the right of others to do it? And that is what we see all over Africa, especially in our country today. But in any case, we can start from ourselves and begin to do things correctly and to begin to do things rightly. And then we can also be of great influence and impact to other people, impact and influence other people to do the same thing. So at the end of the day, we all can achieve what I said, becoming an impact millionaire. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to drop your assignment, and if you have any question, drop it on that group as well. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye. Thank you.